While Columbia's TIF Commission considers endorsing a tax incentive plan for the Broadway hotel expansion, some county leaders are asking if a TIF is really the way to go.
The hotel's owner says he needs a $2 million incentive to transform a lot behind the hotel into a new tower. ABC 17's Sarah Massler-Donar joins us live near Walnut Street tonight. And Sarah, there are legal requirements before a TIF can even be used.
There are, Ashley. Okay, so right behind me, that's the Broadway Hotel, that red brick. And this is the lot in question right now. So take a look at this lot. You saw a little bit about it here, and this is the building that's on this lot right here. Now, the developer has to prove two different tests. First, that if the lot is so run down, it's not reasonable that anybody would ever develop it without the use of a TIF in the future. First test. Second test, that it's just so run down that it could intentionally have health benefit or health detriments in it if it's so blighted. Now, that's the first step. Everything else, the tax revenue, anything redirected away from the school district, that all comes secondary to proving these two tests. Now, here's what the law says. First, this is a conservation area. So 3 requirements. More than half the structures on the site have to be more than 35 years old. Well, the building behind me, I found out today, so it checks off that box. It's older. Next, the area isn't blighted but detrimental to public health, safety, morals, and welfare. And then the third thing, will the area become blighted? So does it have the potential for blight by excessive vacancies, obsolescence, or a destructive land use or layout? So then, if it qualifies as a conservation area, then, as I said, the developer has to prove that without a TIF, this land would not be developed by anyone, let alone the developer of the Broadway Hotel. Now, County Commissioner Janet Thompson says she hasn't seen any proof the developer has actually proved this and wonders if there isn't a better economic development tool. But then on the flip side of that coin, County Commissioner Fred Perry says blight, it's in the eye of the beholder, and that new jobs and extra sales tax revenue in the long run is a real benefit.
If you're not going to apply the statute as it's written, what are you opening yourself up to? You're saying, well, it doesn't matter. Anybody can meet this test because we're not going to really apply it. We're just going to say it's a TIF and whatever.
County Commission is constantly considering nuisance abatements on property that people's neighbors don't think is attractive enough, and so it is a very subjective business, and it's just part of the process.
I have all of this online at abc17news.com. Not only these legal requirements, but also how a TIF works if anybody at home is confused. Reporting live here in Columbia, Sarah Massler-Donar, ABC 17 News.
Thank you, Sarah. The TIF Commission will make a recommendation, but the City Council ultimately makes the final decision.